Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome back to Rangers Radio. Rangers 3, Maribor 1. Joining myself, Oxchair on this evening's panel is Blue Shadow and Rudy Bear.
Ooh.
Well, that wasn't bad, was it? Wasn't it? It could have been better.
It was no bad.
Quite enjoyed it myself, I have to say.
I'm going to say, look, we come on and we give a critique. Is that fair, Blue? Everybody's got different opinions about different players, Rudy. You like this one, I don't like this one. Yeah. I've got to say, hats off to the Rangers board for getting the manager and the coaching staff along with Mark Allen, because we're in the process of building a football team.
Exactly.
With no failures on the part. Yeah, there was times when he annoyed somebody, didn't get a cross in. Maybe Flanagan distribution could have been better where he's playing and he didn't win that tackle. But over the piece, particularly in the second half, an absolutely stunning performance. Rudy Bear.
Absolutely fantastic. You know, I mean, you'll have the media, they're going to have to try and I don't know how they're going to paint this in a negative light. But what a performance that second half was. I thought the first 25, 30 minutes, I thought we were by far the better team. We did have a chance or two. When they got the equaliser, our heads kind of went down a wee bit, off into the dressing room at half-time. I don't know what Stephen Gerrard and Gary McAllister and the rest of the coaching staff said to them at half-time, but whatever it was, just keep doing it. You know, just keep telling them whatever it was that you told them, because I thought I thought Koulibaly was everywhere and he thoroughly deserved his goal. I thought he was fantastic. I thought,
did that hit your shoulder, Rudy?
It did, aye. But that's all right. We'll take it, won't we? You know what I mean?
Aye, we're due a bit of luck. Definitely. It'll be rescinded. Blue Shadow, we're quick to criticise, but the whole team, the whole squad, the management team, spot on the night, the support, everything about our club, absolutely buzzing, mate.
Well, I'm going to give it the ultimate accolade as far as I'm concerned. That felt like Rangers tonight. That was back to being the team I know. That felt like Ibrox was tonight. The Bears were going nuts. The volume was through the roof. It just felt like being back in the old days. It was absolutely fantastic.
You know, I'll be honest with you, we lost the goal and it was a bit of a strike by the lad. I was a bit disappointed because of the circumstances just before it when we made a Roger of it.
Yeah.
And then within 30 seconds the ball's in the net at the other end. So I thought, that's going to be the whole tide turned. We're in the driving seat now. And I'll be really honest, I hope we go through. I think we'll go through, but if we don't, it doesn't really matter because we're showing what a team we're building here, Rudy.
Definitely. Like you say, when they scored that, it was a bit of a sucker punch. You know, Condé should just have had a crack himself. I'm sure he would have scored. Then 30 seconds later, the boy's up the other side of the park and the boy scores a worldie, doesn't he? You know, so that kind of takes maybe a wee bit of air out your tyre a wee bit, you know. But it's like you say, what a team. You know, they don't seem to know how to give in. You know, we saw that at the weekend against Aberdeen, down to 10 men, and they still battled away like mad. Tonight was the same, but some of the football they played tonight as well, Ox, in that second half was just outstanding, I thought. It was really, you know, some of the passing and the movement and stuff was top-notch for me. But like you say, what a team we're building, you know.
Did 3-1 flatter them, Blue Shadow, if we're really honest? When you look at the whole second half? And
I think their keeper had a couple of cracking saves, you know, there's absolutely no doubt about it. I know McGregor did as well, but I think they had a few more, and we could have had a couple more, there's no doubt about it, but I'll settle for 3-1 every day of the week.
I think this is going to be quite a busy show, Rudy, so if people want to join us, what's the number?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
And you can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you'll be brought into the call by the one and only Old School Blue. And we'll be joined by our first caller of the evening. It's the one and only Big Ulster. Evening, big man.
All right, guys.
All right, Ulster, how you doing?
I'm doing well, boy. I tell you, I swear to you, see, after these last few years, on my own personal Facebook, the amount of times I've wrote after games, and I just say, you know what, that isn't a Rangers team to me. In the past, I refused to look at some of these teams that we've had as a Rangers team. But I'll tell you one thing, see tonight watching that, I'm fast believing that I'm watching Glasgow Rangers again. A proper team, great on the ball, worked hard off the ball. Just a fantastic performance against a very decent opposition. And let's be honest, it could have been more for us today. Like, I know they had a few good chances, but we had some great chances ourselves. Absolutely fantastic, guys. And I'm so delighted. So delighted.
But when we say we're building a team, mate, the goalkeeper played his part with that double save in the first half. His organisational skills help us. You can see it. He's talking to the centre-backs. There was a bit right at the end when Katic went and told Flanagan, I'm guessing because he covered his mouth, which seems to be a modern trait, Ulster, put it down the line and get back in possession, keep your position, 3-1 Odeos. And exactly. Just the whole team, yeah.
Yeah, mate, that's what it's all about, having leaders and game management, mate. People that when the going gets tough and everything around them's going mental, as the fans were, you need leaders on your pitch to calm things down, mate, and be professional. And, you know, as you say, and put the words across, mate, and how to manage the game and come away with the 3-1, not do anything silly or give the ball away. Fantastic, mate. And that's what we've been missing. We've been missing leaders for a long time, mate, and we're starting to see, as games go on, more and more leaders on the pitch.
Yep. And we've got a leader standing at the side of the pitch as well. We've also been joined by Wheels. How are we doing?
Right, Wheels.
Right, hang on. Right, who was that team and what have they done with Rangers?
Yeah, we've came a long way since Cowden Beef.
That was absolutely excellent, guys. I am so buzzing. We've got our team back. We have got our team back, boys.
Aye.
Alfredo was phenomenal. The boy was excellent tonight. Koulibaly was outstanding. Oh, to a man, excellent. I don't think I could say anything bad about any one of those guys tonight.
No, it was a real team performance, mate. You're spot on with that. Rudy Bear. We can get better. This is a new team. We've got players to bring in. We've got arguably our best midfielders got a wee bit of a knock. We've improved the team on the left-hand side. We're bringing in Big Boran. And things are moving in the right direction, mate.
No, I'm absolutely delighted the way things are going on. So you see, you get Ryan Jack to come back. Him and Koulibaly in that midfield together are just going to be something else for us this season, you know. Credit to every player on the park tonight. Every single one of them played their part tonight. I thought their organisation, when, you know, getting back into their shape and everything when we didn't have the ball, because the end of the sort of first half there, you know, Maribor, you know, had a bit of time on the ball and stuff like that, but Rangers were always in, you know, back in formation again. The organisation, the fitness. I mean, even right to the end of the game there, Ox, when we scored when it was 3-1, they were still taking the ball, Rangers, when they got the opportunity and moving forward at pace, you know. It was the fitness, organisation, you know, the desire, the will to win, you know, the desire to fight for the ball, fight for each other, look for each other when they were looking for a pass, to put a pass onto a man. I thought it was outstanding in that second half. That's just, I mean, as you say, you know, new team, a load of new players. We'll still get some players to come in. This team's just going to get better and better as the weeks go on, in my opinion, Ox. I agree with you.
Blue Shadow, coaching staff, I mean, the whole coaching staff, the manager, they put something that's been missing. And it's just changed that spark, that work ethic, that attitude, character, maybe Big Jock would say. And it's just arrived.
As you know, I'm always a big fan of Jock, and Jock said character first, ability second. And I think we could just sum it up in one word, and that's pride. Pride in your own performance, pride in the team, and pride in the club. And I think that's what's back tonight. And it just seems that they're all working for each other as a team as well. And I mean, but Tavernier, he says you see him busting a gut. At some point in 80 minutes, they lost the ball and he bust a gut to get back into position. And there was no obvious danger down his side of the pitch. Last season, he was wandering around there scratching his backside.
I don't know if you noticed that, mate. That's through the whole game. I'll go to Ulster with this next after you, Blue. But that's something he's installed for the first game of the season. if it's a throw in, say it's a bad kick to the opposition, everybody's got to sprint to get in their position. Just a small thing, but it means you're working hard, and that discipline goes a long way, Blue, in Ulster.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I mean, he's brought that back. It's what we call discipline, I guess. You know, more than anything else, and being a bit smarter. If you're in position first, it makes the game a lot easier. And I thought something just a minute ago, and I want to bring in this with Katic. He's such an intelligent player for such a young boy. You know, turning to saying tonight, saying to the left back, get it up the Flanagan, get it up the park, and stay in position. And I remember last game they were messing around while we were getting pressed at the back left hand side. Katic stepped in, bang, straight into touch up the park. Fantastic, just fantastic.
Yeah, you can see the difference. They're winning. They're just going for everything. I think it was a play in the second half that Maribor were trying to pass it out, and every player at the front kept charging and trying to get the ball. And eventually, Maribor then, that much pressure, one of them smacked it out, went out for our throw, and the crowd were all cheering. And I think that's something that our support will come to. You know, if we've got players in the pitch box who seem to be giving us really putting the work in, mate, I think, you know, we'll back them 100%. And it's not just the quality on the ball; it's off the ball work that we've noticed, mate. Definitely, it's great to see.
Big man, if people want to join us to talk about this magnificent result for our club in this journey, what's the number?
It's 0141 356 1972.
Or you can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you were brought into the call by the one and only Old School Blue. Wheels. These performances, these teams, we get better and better. The manager's going to tweak it. He's going to change it. He's going to play differently against teams that are going to sit in us against us at home. Is Ibrox going to be big enough?
I don't know, mate. It's going to start to look like the fortress that it should be again. There's the one word that hasn't been mentioned yet is fight. That's what we've got back, is fight. We're fighting for every ball. You know, we're not giving up. The heads don't go down when we lose a goal.
Anyway, I'll need to cut across your wheels. We've been joined with our first caller on the line this evening. How are we doing, caller?
Is that right?
Who's on? Hello? Oh, he's gone. Carry on, wheels. Stick to the script.
Ox, you should know if you cut across me, you'll get your toes run over.
No bad, mate. No bad.
I tell you what, though, right, it's an absolute masterstroke Stevie giving the captaincy to James, because I think it's got his head in the game now. I think he realises now that he's got to get his head down and put in the work. Because as I think it was Rudy that said, there was times last season where he was just wandering about. I think he realises now the responsibility that he's got, and I think it's going to be a really good thing for him.
I think we've seen tonight as well, Gary, what Tav gives us, didn't we? We've seen tonight what he actually adds to the team, when he's on fire like that. I thought he was brilliant tonight. He really was. He was up and down that right-hand side like nobody's business. What a shift. I'm so glad he didn't go, to be honest, in the transfer window of the day.
I was going to say, where would we have been tonight if he'd have went today?
Yeah, there you go. Aye, exactly. So I'm so pleased he didn't go, Gary, because what a shift he put in the night. Fair play to him. He was fantastic, I thought.
What a difference.
Marcoller's back. How we doing, caller?
How you doing?
Oh, one at a time. Bridge, you've just Bridge, but Mob Bridge, you just had your reasonable company. Caller.
I know, I just got cut off there, sorry. It's Bridgman. How we doing, guys? Well, love the performance tonight. So you're talking to somebody, sorry.
Aye. Carry on, caller.
I know. You just watched the game, loved the performance tonight. I think Session got to worry.
Who was your man of your match, mate? What's your name? What should we call you?
Just Brian.
Brian, that'll do. That's an easy one. I'll remember that. Brian, who was your man of the match, mate?
My match with the Caballero and Morelos.
Caballero and Morelos. I don't think many people would argue with that, Bridgeman, would they?
No. The both of them were absolutely superb at times. I thought Morelos carried it all the way. I thought once again, Candeias had not a bad game. Well, none of them were bad, let's put it that way. But I thought Candeias was quite good.
We've been joined by another caller. All right. How we doing, caller?
How we doing, lads? It's Tates.
Tates, how we doing, mate? All right.
Is there enough space for another tonight? Is it?
Mate, there's a big party. Rudy's giving out biscuits to everybody. He's got a big multi-pack of crisps. I don't know.
They left.
Oh, lad, just leaving a big party to now. It was fucking bouncing, lad.
Oh, what's your language? Bridgeman are not upset for swearing. Who was your man in the match, Tates?
Oh,
somebody's got the show in the background. Can they turn it off?
The Matchday.
My match had to be Alfredo again. What a performance! Unbelievable.
No, more than people. Don't worry about
that. Well, Morelos, I wouldn't argue with that. Bridge, did you enjoy that?
What's that, buddy?
Did you enjoy that? Did it feel like?
Well, I'm going to put it this way. It must be nearly easily 10 years since I felt the tingle like that much. The atmosphere was electric, absolutely electric.
Mrs. Bridge better watch out when you get up the road.
Oh, yeah. No, seriously, just amazing. Everybody's very happy. The young team thrown together, 2 months ago? My God, did they play? Did they play tonight? Just great, really and truly. Those young boys in midfield, they will run their socks off, really run their socks off. Marvellous stuff. 2 defenders in the middle there, great. You know.
It's not just that, Tate. We're good in possession, but we're working really hard to get the ball back, mate.
Well, we are, but I have to say, maybe 50% of that is our own fault because we give the bloody thing away so quickly and easily, you know. But other than that, I think they're absolutely great. The atmosphere was marvellous. I thought.
Right. You keep your powder right tomorrow night. We're inundated with callers, right?
Right, I'm away. I'll see you later.
Right, cheers, brah.
Cheers, boys. Bye-bye. Good
cheers.
Night, everybody. Bye.
Bye, Bridge.
Bye.
You back with us, Tates?
Yep. Tates,
yeah. Aye, not just when we do with the ball, we're working ever so hard to get the ball back, yeah?
You're absolutely right. That's probably the most obvious thing I can see under the leadership of Gerrard. The way he manages to get everybody to obviously believe in what he's preaching, and everybody's putting in performances off the ball that's unbelievable. You know, people like Candeias who have always been known for the willingness to put in a shift. We're seeing that for every player now that's wearing the strip.
I'll just take this caller. Right, how we doing, caller?
We're showing ourselves Windass. That's what I'm saying.
After watching that performance tonight?
Well, Windass, you know what I mean? He's just in Celt.
You've got the show in the background. Can you turn it off?
Right, 2 minutes. No, just that way.
Right, Ulster, great performance, mate. Gerrard's getting every call, right?
Aye, he's getting basically everything. You know, right? He's shouldn't have sold Windass.
Look, I don't know if we'll be debating Windass tomorrow night, mate, because we're going to be talking about
that. You never know, you know.
That great performance tonight about the Rangers, so I'm going to go to Big Ulster. It's all about the result tonight, yeah?
Not a problem, no. You're your best, big chap.
Cheers, mate.
Right. Thanks, mate.
Take care, mate.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
See you later, mate. I will probably... Well, I think if we keep them performances up, let me tell you one thing, Windass will be a distant memory very quick.
Yep.
Very quick. Because we're not going to have... Exactly. Because we're not going to have players... Gerrard won't accept players not playing for 80 minutes of the game, because if you ain't doing the business, you're going to be hooked off with somebody better waiting on the wings to come and take a place. And that's the mentality that's in our squad at the minute. And I'm glad to see, I know people will be annoyed about when that's going and others going, but you have to trust in the manager. Look at the difference between the team from last season to this season. The season's only started, and there's a complete different mentality and different quality. Whoever he decides to let go, I'll back him, because I know whoever he brings in will be better, and we've seen it already. Come on, the Rangers. Come on, Steven Gerrard.
Blue Shadow, then we'll go to Rudy.
Oh, it's a total... I mean, I'm not even going to go into it about Windass. Tonight I want to talk about tonight and the vast improvements that we made in every department, in fitness, in ball retention, in variation in attacking, just, then, better increases in performance from Ajaria, Ryan Kent, all the rest of it. It was just, tonight was just, for me, was just a quantum leap forward.
Rudy.
What a difference for last season, guys. I sat here on this platform with you after the debacle, let's call it. And we were so down, weren't we? Remember that?
Hi, progress, mate. Progress at the start of July, I mean.
Yeah, it was an absolute debacle. And we were so down on here, we couldn't see any way forward, really, could we? 12 months later, what a difference. You've got a team who's willing to battle for each other. They're determined, they're organised. When they're off the ball, they're chasing it back down again when they lose it. Bridgman made a point there about they do lose the ball quite a bit. Well, look, if you lose it a bit, you've got to know how to fight to get it back again. You've got to work hard to get it back again, and that's exactly what they do. Fitness levels, the organisation, the determination, some of the football that was played, I thought, in that second half was absolutely first class. I'd be quite happy to watch that all season. And it's
Wheels. And you come Wheels.
I was just going to say, I'm just hearing that Koulibaly's blood results have come back, and they've come back as no surrender.
Good one, Gary. That's one of your better ones, Wheels. One of your better ones.
I stole Oxy's joke book.
I'm looking for that.
No, you never. It wasn't that bad.
I'm not even going that one.
No, listen, guys. It was just absolutely excellent, and I tell you what, I don't know about yous, but I'm really looking forward to the 2nd of September now.
I'll tell you what, I'm really looking forward to, and I'll go to tape with this. I'm looking forward to Sunday. I want to see my team again. Oh, big man there.
Sorry, aye, Sunday, aye. Well, if we're going to play like that, fucking hell. Oh, sorry, apologies, guys. We're going to be blowing that mob away.
Get the swear box out. The swear box
I know.
out.
I apologise, lads. The blood's still pumping. But I really don't see. We've seen what the supposed second best team in the league were able to do against a 10-man Rangers in the rain midden. Can you imagine what Rangers are going to be like this season at home with 11 men in the league? It's a frightening prospect. I think we're going to turn Ibrox into a fort again. And do you know what? It's probably a good thing that the first game against the Mutants is at their stadium, because we're going to turn Ibrox into a fortress, and when it's their time to come to ours, we're going to be riding on a lot of good form, a lot of momentum, and at that point in the season, then we'll hopefully be taking a bit of a lead.
Aye, fair comment. Listen, if people want to join us, we've had a few callers already. Big Ulster, what's the number?
It's 0141 356 1972.
Where else can you join us, Rudy?
You can join us at rangersradio.online, and Old School Blue will bring you in.
What can you talk about, Wheels?
Anything to do with the fantastic Glasgow Rangers.
Well, I think we'll concentrate on the night's game. I think we'll concentrate on the night's game. I've got to also give some congratulations to the two centre backs. I thought they were excellent again tonight. Big goals. Did you see if he could have put his foot through that one when he made his run? What a goal!
Yeah. They're developing a real understanding at the back, Katic and Goldson, aren't they? You know, Katic, the younger of the two of them, you know, and he's was saying in his interview, his presser, you know, he really likes playing with Goldson. Goldson's got experience, he talks him through the games and stuff like that. He's really enjoying being beside him, you know. But they're developing a real understanding, the two of them. And we've now actually got confidence in our defence, because last year our defence was an absolute shambles. A joke of a defence last season, you know, and that's just another area of the team that Stephen Gerrard and his coaching staff have sorted out. They obviously recognised that right away, because that was a big, huge problem for us last season, and they've sorted it right away by bringing these two boys in, and they've now added another fullback, you know, Barisic. So, the two big centre backs, another cracking game for the two boys tonight. Long may it continue.
Blue Shadow.
Well, it's often been said you can't build anything without decent foundations, and the two centre backs are the foundation of any team. And it does go to show. I think one of the big problems we had that last season, and probably a couple of seasons before that, was players didn't trust the defence that was behind them, so they was constantly hanging back to be that. Now we've got every confidence that Goldson and Katic can deal with most things that are chucked their way, especially when you've got somebody like Koulibaly sitting in front of them, mate. Absolutely fantastic.
Koulibaly covers some amount of ground, Tate,
Absolutely. What a performance tonight, all round. He's the one who got the third goal, am I right?
Yeah.
Hit his shoulder, lovely. Ducked it to the way, flicked it in with his shoulder. That's what I'm saying anyway.
So he's already showboating. That's the sort of stuff we want to be saying. But what a performance. The number 9 for Maribor, he was a foot, and obviously he'd had too much getting put in the back pocket of the destroyer. So I think he actually elbowed him at one point and put him down for a while. But I think it's fair to say for Koulibaly, you can keep him down for a wee bit, but he'll get back up. And ultimately, he made them pay the price with the third goal.
I thought he'd done his shoulder, Ulster, when he went down and he fell. I thought, oh, here we go again. You know?
I know, mate. And especially with Ryan Jack being injured as well at the minute. I was panicking myself, mate, but he shrugged it off. He got back on the pitch and he was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic today. Jack's got the plaudits recently because of how well he's played, but Koulibaly tonight, should I say, was absolutely fantastic. We're talking about the two centre backs, two big, good players. They're good on the ball. They're good at bringing the ball out. Goldson's always looking for the ball over the top, and 9 times out of 10 he gets it to his man. It's a very dangerous out ball to have. And with Koulibaly just sitting in front of them, mate, and you see him charging back. He could have done a run forward, and then out of nowhere he's charging back into position. He's nicking the ball away. He's helping his defence out. Koulibaly, what a find! What a find! And if he keeps playing like that for the rest of the season, I don't know. Absolutely brilliant for us, seriously. He's a cracking player so far, what I've seen.
Has there not been a rumour that we were supposed to be coming alone with a view to buy?
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
I'd pay the money and just give them now.
I just hope we've got one of the deals that we'd already set up with Murphy on it, you know, where we've got a figure fixed, because I have a feeling if he keeps playing like this, the figure's going to go up a bit.
Can also give credit to Bigger G. I was a bit sceptical about how he would fit in tonight, but it worked really well. See, when you're not talking, can you go and mute through? We're getting interference through you, but just when you're not talking, go and mute, mate.
No problem.
I'll come to you next then with that one. Ajir, what did you make of his performance? I think he did earn game as well.
Yeah, it was really impressive. What I noticed is he actually managed to get quite a few decent balls. I think probably the most dangerous balls into Morelos tonight, and that was the main way that we posed a threat. I can understand that he's going to be one of those players who's going to cause frustration at times, because he tries quite audacious moves at times, and they're not always going to work. But tonight he was really valuable, because he's starting to understand Morelos' runs. He's starting to trust them. And in the first couple of games, I don't think we were firing all cylinders, going from middle to front. But definitely tonight, he was able to put them into avenues that Morelos had already set off for before the centre backs were ready. And you see what happened. Morelos burned down in goals a couple of times, got the free kick that led to the third goal, and obviously got the penalty for the second. So yeah, he was really doing a good job tonight.
Blue Shadow, Morelos, the outball for Goldson, obviously you need that sometimes, but sometimes Morelos' strength is just his determination, can turn that into attack.
Well, I mean, the classic example of Morelos' strength and turning it into attack was when he got the penalty. He just outmuscled the guy, turned in, went to drive away into the box, and the guy had no option but to try and haul him down because he couldn't keep up with him and he couldn't stop him any other way. And it was a penalty. You know, that's the best of Morelos for me. Can I just come in about Ejaria as well, because I was worried. I said before I was worried about him in the first start of the show, and I think that's the best game I've seen come from Ejaria certainly all season. I mean, the poor lad was coming up in the first half. He was coming up. He was standing about there's nobody within 10-15 yards of him, and I think Tavernier and the right winger are going to have to get their heads up and have a look for him at some points, because that's going to have to be worked on, because the guy was in so much space it wasn't true.
He's improving, mate. He's improving, looking better every game, mate. I know his cameo on Sunday, we couldn't blame him for anything that really happened there and such, but he's looking better and better. Rudy?
Certainly is. I didn't have any problems at all playing today. I had absolutely. And in fact, I put him in my team last night, Ox. I think there's a real player in that big fella. You know, he's probably no 100% match fit yet. You know, he's still learning about his teammates around about him. You know, he's still learning about what channels he should be looking at and for passes and stuff like that. But listen, that'll come. I just said at the beginning, you know, in the pre-match show, I didn't want to see all the Hollywood stuff off him. I wanted to see him doing all the proper football. You know, let's just make the passes, make sure they had, you know, when he passes it goes to a blue jersey. I thought he had a cracking game tonight, the big fella. I think he'll just get better and better, you know. And he's big, he's strong, you know. I mean, that tackle right in the middle, like you were talking about earlier on, I don't see what the booking was for. I thought he won the ball fair and square. He took the two players on, he took the ball off them, basically, so he did. So for me, I didn't have any problems putting him into the team, you know. I thought he played really well. I think he'll just get better as well. But Koulibaly, for me, that boy's he's an absolute machine-ox, you know. Very rarely you see a player and you think, you know, we've got him on loan, maybe we should be looking to buy him already, you know. If he's just going to improve, which I think he will do as the season goes on, you'd have to be thinking that near the end of the season, is there going to be other teams looking at him? Because I'm sure there would be, you know what I mean?
I think that Big Sadiq's going to give us a bit of entertainment also when we see him playing more and more. He's got a bit of pace. He's going to do some wonderful things, and then he's going to follow the ball, but he's going to give us entertainment.
Yep, I think that's what one of the guys from his previous team was saying. Just stick with him. You will get moments of craziness where you go, is this guy a footballer? And then you'll get moments of absolute brilliance. And I think we're maybe seeing the first part of his game today, to be honest, because you see different parts, the ball was going everywhere. But then again, Steven Gerrard has said that he isn't match fit, so he was thrown in just for a few minutes there to probably give Morelos a break because we were 3-1 up, mate. But we'll have to see how he goes. We'll just see how he goes, and hopefully he can do the business for us. But on Kajira, I thought he was fantastic. You can see he's growing in. He's growing into the shirt gradually. But tonight, I think it was his best performance. And as tape says, and rightly so, I think he's striking a partnership there at the Aussies game where we're coming on. Maybe he could have a few better balls, but I think now he's starting to learn how Morelos goes and how he plays, mate, and what runs he makes. And we've seen that tonight. A few of the balls that he slipped into Morelos, and obviously Morelos using his strength was absolutely fantastic, mate. And it bodes well for the season. Everything's going well. And just one thing I'd like to say, Big Stephen from the drums put into Facebook there that he feels like doing some breakdancing tonight. Well, just make sure you don't wreck any of the ornaments or the wife will be after you, mate, so be careful.
Is that what they're calling it nowadays, Rudy?
Apparently. I didn't know why I'd try that. I'd end up with the hospital or something if I tried breakdance. You know, I'll stick to a good old-fashioned wall socks, you know what I mean? I'll have a waltz for the missus later.
Oh, right, is that what they're calling it? Wheels.
I was just going to say, sorry, mate. See, if I'm honest, mate, I'm wondering why it wasn't 4, because why was that goal disallowed?
Offside, mate. Blatantly offside, mate.
I I couldn't see it for what I was seeing on the TV, but
no, blatantly offside, mate. The two of them between them made an absolute Roger of it.
Aye.
Kandeh should have just shot himself. Eh?
Yeah.
He should either done that or take it in and Morelos just stood still.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody's passing it to me, passing it back to him. But look, I was really annoyed about that at half time, but I'm no such annoyed now, Tate. Now that the game's finished.
The reason it was so annoying was because, like you say, it was both of them partially responsible, but it was the fact that Maribor then scored within 60 seconds of it that really sort of left a bad taste in the mouth. But I mean, obviously, once Gerrard had a chance to speak to the team and remind them what they're all about, when we came back out in that second half, we just looked incredible. Maribor just couldn't get off the back foot. But there was some mistakes, but wow, what a performance!
I think that's where Stevie deserves a lot of credit as well, because we've now got a guy on the sidelines where if it's not going our way in the first half, he can get a hold of them at half time and get them right riled up.
And also, he backs his players as well. I mean, the boy Kent, he put Murphy on the boat. Kent in the Algiers role. I never seen that coming. So he's backing them, and that gives players confidence. Can I just put out a quick shout out to Marsden Bear, and I hope your father enjoys his day on Saturday, and all the best, and all my thoughts are with you and your family for Rangers Radio, mate. Carry on, Wills.
Sorry, I am here. Just on Ajaria. Never got a chance to get a wee say on him. I think the reason that he had such a good game tonight is because he cut out all that stupid fancy showboating that he'd been doing, all the wee flicks and all that. He cut that out, and I think that's why he played so well tonight, because he just played a simple game.
Got a slightly different view, mate. I think he'd done a lot of that, but it was the right areas of the pitch, and that adds to his game, big Ulster.
Yeah, this is it. This is what Rudy had said as well. There is time. He said this last night. There is times you can do it, and there's times you don't. There's times you just play simple. But I think the difference was tonight when he done the nice wee bits, he done it at the right times and in the right positions, rather than maybe trying to do something foolish. And but I think that's probably due to trying to over impress as well, because he's young player and he wants to showboat. That's fair enough, but that's the man management probably where Steven Gerrard comes in, probably saying to him, look, you don't need to do that all the time. You're a good player. Just play simple when it's there to be played simple, and the fans will take to you. And I think that's what we've seen tonight.
I think that's part of what we saw earlier on tonight when the match started there. I think it was clear as day. Ajaria was playing it simple. I think he'd had instructions to that to just cut all that out, and I think we saw the flicks and that in the later in the game in the right areas, because as he's grown into the game and was getting a bit of confidence, and that's why we got a better performance out of him tonight.
And he's a big unit as well, Blue Shadow.
Oh, he's a big lad. He's well over 6 foot. There's no doubt about it. He's not quite as big built as Sadiq, but he's getting on that way. And if he builds up a wee bit, he could be some handful for a midfield player. And he's got a bit of pace about him as well.
Tate, this improvement, this so-called journey we've been on, and this improvement in the last 10 weeks, I've got to be honest with you. I thought we'd improve, but I didn't think we'd improve this much. Sunday's performance, tonight's performance, fantastic. The improvement.
We're starting to look like Rangers again. The days when we'd meet these European teams, Maribor got the rest of the diddies in the league and bore them away. That was the norm, and because obviously what's happened for a while, we've not come to accept it, but we've come to kind of got used to a wee bit. Sometimes being bullied on the pitch, sometimes players being too afraid to, try something to take the easy option, and we've kind of lost a bit of what makes us the best team in Scotland. But we're getting those characteristics back. We've got physical guys through the team who are willing to take every challenge that comes to them, but also willing to help their mates. We've got players now who actually, what I'm really enjoying is we've got players who are willing to take more chances on the ball, whether that's ball to feet, try and get a quick one-touch pass off in the middle of the park. And last season, the season before, I don't think players wanted to take the risk of trying stuff like that because I don't think they could handle the pressure if it went wrong. But now the team seems to be playing with so much more confidence, and something that I've noticed that's changed from the first game, the first competitive game this season against Scoopy. There seemed to be the tendency that night for both Jack and McCrory and even Arfield at times to come back from the midfield, collect the ball from the centre backs, and then play it to the side. And I think that represents centre backs aren't quite comfortable yet in bringing the ball forward. And by having our centre mids go to the centre backs take the ball, I think we were losing a guy in midfield and kind of making it harder for ourselves. But since then, our centre backs now have got so much more confidence. They're coming out with the ball, they're spraying it. Goldson's putting it into the channels for Morelos.
What about his run? That was Big Bagheera.
I know, mate. It was like Bagheera, and then he had that shot, didn't he? But I think even Katic, he obviously seen what Goldson had done and realised he wanted in the action as well, because he had a very similar sort of run. He ended up in the touchline at the Gubbin stand and then turned their right mid inside out. But unfortunately, there was a man down, so the referee blew the whistle. But honestly, Steven Gerrard must be allowing the centre backs are telling them, look, have the confidence to come out of defence with the ball, let the midfielders be midfielders, and either get it to feet or else look put it in the avenues. And it's really, really paying off. So good to see. I'm so happy.
Brilliant, mate. Ulster, we've got about 25 minutes to go. If people want to join us, what's the number?
It's 0141 356 1972.
Join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. You brought into the call by Old School Blue. Blue Shadow, sorry, mate, you were coming in.
That's quite all right. It's just to say the one thing that strikes me tonight is this performance tonight was against a decent side. Remember, I think Tom Miller came out and said they won 5-2 at the weekend in Slovenia. So these were nobody's mugs tonight, and we've just produced a fantastic performance against them. So that's something else as well.
Can I whisper this to you? Do you think we'll get any credit for it?
What do you mean? How the Scottish media are going to turn this negative?
Aye.
They'll probably sit there scratching their heads, going, "Oh Jesus, how do we do this, boys?"
Yeah.
We've been joined by a caller. How are we doing, caller?
Hi, mate.
You've got the show in the background. Can you turn it off and then we can chat? Cheers.
Sorry, pal.
No bother, mate.
I'll try and mute it here in a second.
Right. No problem. What's your name, mate?
I'm Ali, mate.
We call you Super?
You might as well, but I'm nowhere near as good as he is.
Alright, okay. What's on your mind, mate?
I just wanted to talk about the transfers of the day. One in particular, I thought the Declan John selling him was interesting because I felt he was really good for us last year. But
he wasn't a bad player. What after that performance tonight? Can you argue with anything that the manager wants to do?
Not at all. But I just wanted to make the point across that I felt that Steven Gerrard's got a type, doesn't he? And Declan John's, he's maybe about 5'7", 5'8". We've got now a bunch of units. They're all about 6 foot, 6'1", 6'4" across the back. Same with Koulibaly. Big Sadiq, every single one of those players. I think only Arfield is under 6 foot. We're a team that's not going to be bullied this year.
I think Steven Gerrard's obviously been listening to Bridgeman. If you've been listening to the show, mate, he wants everybody to be 7 foot. I think. How did you enjoy that today, Ali?
I felt today was you know what. I was worried after we lost the first goal. We obviously like that could have been a head dropping point.
I think my heads did go down up till half time, but when the manager got hold of them, they came out in the second half. A wonderful performance. A wonderful performance.
Huge opportunity for like the ghosts of seasons past to like drop the heads, and like we've been suffering for far too long, and then to come out and absolutely dominate them, and like that was like they weren't even in the second half, were they?
No, we played really well, mate. How long you been listening to the show, and how did you find it?
To be honest, mate, this is the first time I've come across it. I just put YouTube on there. I looked for the Rangers highlights, and they said that you should watch this. And like, mate, I'm delighted to have listened to the last 15-20 minutes, guys. Very well done here. The more of this sort of thing we get, rather than listening to your BBC Scotland and all that other pish, like you guys and Hand in Hand, I'm a subscriber to that. Like the more Rangers fans can do for other Rangers fans, the better. Like played. Like
right. Cheers, mate. We're here every night between 9 and 11, and don't be a stranger. Don't be scared to call in, mate. All right. Thanks for the call.
Cheers, mate. Like all the best. We are the people.
Cheers, mate. Thanks very much. Ulster, but where do we start with the credit for this? Where do we start? Well, it's where we are. I'm not saying we're going to win every game for now at the end of the season, but I just can't get over the improvement, mate.
Oh, well, I think it all goes back to whoever's made the decisions to get Steven Gerrard in the first instance. I think that's how far back you go. And then, obviously, Steven Gerrard bringing in men.
I think you're wrong, mate. I think we've got to thank Derek McInnes.
Well, actually, you know what? You're right.
You're
right. Actually, we dodged a big thing.
You're spot on, big man. We're spot on. Think of who we've got and think of what we've got. Thank you very much, Mr. McInnes.
Thank you, McInnes. And I knew you were a true Rangers man, mate. I knew you made that decision.
He's seen the big picture. We've got to take our hats off to him. When anybody sees him, thank him personally for me. Will you do that for me, Blue Shadow?
Oh, I'd be more than glad to thank him for thinking of putting the Rangers first and turning down that job.
I think it was just, you've seen Steven Gerrard, Blue, see when you bring the team went in, when we went one each, and you do panic as a support because we're thinking of the old Rangers we've seen last few seasons. You're like, oh, here we go. We started so well. The goals went in. We're in trouble. Steven Gerrard obviously got his men in at half time and just put a belief in them. Look, lads, he's with a better team. Yes, we got a sucker punch. Play like he's played in the first half, and you're more than a match for this side, if not better. And I think that's what they came out. They came out with the tails up in the second half and blew Maribor away.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the fact was, towards the last 10 minutes of the first half, I thought, just keep it as it is till half-time, get in, have a word with the manager, and then I think we can come out and maybe do something in second half. I think that's part of what the problem, what we've got with the team being quite so young, that we're going to have moments like that, but they did keep it down to keep the score the same. They got in, Mr. Gerrard had a word with them, got them back on track, and they came out and they delivered. And what was impressive for me the night was it was a 90-minute performance. It wasn't a good half and a bad half or whatever. It was 90 minutes. They were good the first half. They were even better the second half. Can't ask for more than that from me.
I think you should be taking a lot of confidence for these performances as well, moving on, guys, as the day's going. I mean, they should have took a load of confidence, I thought, for the game up at Pittodrie on Sunday, because they didn't even do it to 10 men. They're still the better team, you know, and that was
by a distance, Rudy, by a distance.
By a distance.
Listen, we'll be joined by another caller, mate.
Okay.
Evening, caller.
How we doing, sir?
How we doing, mate? All right?
Not too bad. I think we should start by McGregor.
Oh, what a save. A couple of saves, mate.
It was excellent. Absolutely excellent. He's always been excellent for us.
Tell the people who it is, who's calling.
Oh, I can't do that. The missus will be after me.
Don't worry.
Make up a nickname.
It's no Padge, is it?
No, it's no Padge.
No, don't tell me.
I've got Padge's missus' number.
Anyway, no, McGregor, outstanding. He knows when to take that ball for a few seconds. You know what I mean? He knows just how to do it.
He did a great double save in the first half, mate. Great double save.
Outstanding. He is some keeper. Morelos, brilliant. Everybody's got to get behind him. Why we don't, I don't understand it. People shout at him every time he does something silly, but what striker doesn't he? You know what I mean? Look at Chris Boyd when he was with us. It was shocking. The amount of goals he scored was unreal.
The second time I'd rather forget.
No, well, wouldn't we all? But the rest of the team, they all look good. But I don't know, see that John, when we get rid of him, just there, I'm not too sure if we should have.
I think if when we look about it, we've got potentially 3 left backs. Big Boran we brought in. There's obviously Lee Wallace might come back into contention. I don't know if he will personally, but I don't want to open up the Lee Wallace debate because my mate Travel might take a turn for the worse. But we've also got Flanagan who could go in there, so maybe he was thinking he's third or fourth choice left back. He's not going to play in midfield the way we play, so he can go home to Wales. He can go home to Wales and everybody's happy.
Yes, he's similar. You know what I mean? It's the same, both sides. That Flanagan, man, he's just standing there waiting the way, as they said earlier the night. He
does at times look like a boy who's a right back helping out a left back. Flanagan, he done it tonight. He tried to kick the ball. He's just 2 minutes to go. He cut across it with his right foot when he should have went with his left. Listen, you'll need to get yourself a nickname when you come on here. How did you find the show and how long you've been listening, mate?
Oh, donkeys, my man. Since you started.
All right, okay. You must be about 76 then.
Well, no, that's your partner in crime, I think.
Aye, Bridgeman. You need to get yourself a nickname so we can.
Your wee Ulster. Who's your wee Ulster, mate?
Big Ulster. Big Ulster, mate. He's no wee, he's a big Ulster, mate. He's here, Big Ulster.
Hi, mate.
Big Ulster. How you doing? I used to work with a lot of yous up the road. My man. Well happy. Chuffed that there's an Ulster man on it. Somebody will talk the truth.
Thank you, mate.
He talks the truth because he's a gentleman. Listen, mate, thanks for the call. And don't be a stranger, and get yourself a name so we can shop you your missus.
Oh, that's... Keep it real, sir. Keep it real. Right, you have a good night.
You too, mate.
15 minutes, hopefully. Right?
Cheers, mate. Thanks for the call.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Brilliant. Cheers. He's got a point there, McGregor. He's a big part of our team now.
Huge amount of experience. The player of the season at Hull last year, international player, been at Rangers before, been on a long European run before, huge part of getting us to a European final, knows exactly what it means. That's what you get when you get with Alan McGregor. That's why the support are so glad to have him back, Ox. And he's an outstanding goalkeeper as well. And in my opinion, the best goalkeeper in Scotland right now.
Looks that way, mate. Looks that way to me, Blue Shadow.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Alan McGregor, apart from his goalkeeping skills, which are, top-notch, I think, as I said yesterday, he reads the game so well. His communication with his backline's superb. He'll keep them up to the mark if they start slacking. I think we can rely on that. And just generally inspires confidence among the rest of the team, I think. And you can't say he doesn't know what the Rangers is all about, because there's no doubt about that in my eyes.
Wheels.
He's a leader for the back, isn't he, mate? He organises things so well. He's reliable when he's called upon. To me, he looks just as good as he did when we had him the first time around. He's the safest pair of hands I can think of that we could have. So I'm absolutely delighted. And again, he was called upon a few times tonight, made some great saves, so no worries at all.
Game game-saving saves, Tate, because in the second half he didn't have a lot today, but the first half, that double save could have changed the game completely.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's already in a couple of occasions now proved his value, where when the matches look like it might be turning in the opponent's favour, he's kept us in it with a sort of a point saving save. Something that really put a smile on my face today was, unfortunately, just before we'd conceded, there was a ball that got pumped into the box and they picked it up, and as Maribor were retreating back to the half, McGregor gave the whole team it stinking. He was absolutely furious, and he was screaming at the boys in front of him, just basically reminding them what it is to play for the Gers. So, yep, as much as his goalkeeping ability is going to save his numerous points this season, he's a man who knows what it's all about to play for the Gers, and he's no slow in letting the rest of the team know about it.
Big Ulster.
McGregor. Fantastic. He is so good. And I think it's, as everybody's already said, it's another leader. It's another leader in the park, mate, and it's what he does, not just when he's obviously having to make saves, it's what he's doing and keeping the defence in check and screaming out orders. But his shot stopping's fantastic. Some of the saves tonight were brilliant. And as well, I have to give credit to Tavs. There was one save that he made, and then Tavs came obviously in and with a block as well. I know we give him a wee bit of stick, but you have to give him plaudits. I thought Tavs done really well at that point. But yeah, I think you can see the difference already, Ox, in the few games that we've played this season. The step up in quality and the in between the sticks, mate, is second to none.
On you go, Wheels.
That wasn't me, mate.
Sorry for something.
Are we pronouncing your name right? Is it Tapes or Tates? How are you spelling it?
Tapes. Tatees. Tapes.
Well, what happens if you get one of the you make it a double P? I don't like the sound of it. Right, Tapes. All right, carry on, Tapes. I've been calling you something different. Go on, you go, mate.
No, please don't call me the double P. What I think a point that we should remember is that in the away game, where obviously we're going to look to have it a bit tighter, we're going to have Ryan Jack back in the midfield, and after the start he did to the season, I think it bodes well for the away performance. What do you think? How will we play in the away performance?
If we play like that, we'll win the tie. For me. Keep it brief because we've got Mr. Gerrard to hear from Mr. Gerrard. Rudy Bear.
One goal does it for me. That's it. We don't need to go chasing the game. We're 3-1 up for this leg. We go there, play. Keep it nice and tight at the back. Boys in the midfield do the hard work, chasing the ball and all that kind of stuff. We score a goal and the game's over for me. Tie's over.
As long as we don't concede, for me, Blue Shadow.
Another goal. As Rudy says, another goal, and I reckon this tie's over. If we could get a head across there. But one of the ones that we haven't brought up yet is Sadiq. Did you see a monster that centre back? He must be a nightmare to play against.
Oh, mate. Listen, well, before we get on the panel, do you want to hear from Steven Gerrard's here briefly?
Of course we do.
Get him on.
Right, get on mute and let's hear from our manager, Steven Gerrard, MBE.
Night here at Ibrox, can you sum up your emotions after that quite incredible game? It was a great game. Two really good teams going at it. I thought we started the game very, very well. Obviously got in front, which we were very pleased about. But there was something about our shape and something about our distances tonight that didn't really feel right from probably 15-20 minutes to half time. As a staff, we put that right, and as a team, we asked them to go and carry it out. A better shape, more togetherness, going, pressing the ball as a team rather than individuals doing their own thing within it. And second half, it was a stunning performance from the lads. Really, really good. How pleased were you with your pressing game tonight? Because I guess both the first goal and the penalty came from that. Our pressing second half was very good, exactly how we wanted to look. From the side, I felt like we pressed as a team. We pressed in units, we pressed together, and we were rewarded because they give us the ball back, because of our organisation. First half, I felt we tried really hard and we got it right at times, but in other times, individuals were jumping out of the shape to press alone, and we were getting cut up a little bit by a good team. But it was good to correct that at half-time, and we got our reward second half. I challenged the players at half-time to go and keep a clean sheet and win the second half, and they've delivered.
How pleased were you with the number of individual contributions tonight? Because I guess there wasn't a letdown on your side tonight.
No, I don't think it's fair or respectful to just pick one or two individuals out. I think it was a really, really strong team performance tonight, especially second half. That was exactly how we wanted to look. But of course, there was some really, really big standout performances tonight. And in terms of the application, again, from Alan to Alfredo, everyone's put a shift in.
How big a difference is that third goal give you going over to Slovenia next week and having that little bit of breathing space?
Well, look, you want the biggest advantage you can get. In my time, I've learned over the years playing European football that it's never over at this stage. They're a good team, and they're a team with Champions League experience, and they'll be fired up next week. They're at home, and they'll have confidence that they can turn the result around. I've turned many deficits like this around myself as a player, so we need to be on it. We need to be at it. The game plan will look slightly different, but of course 3-1 obviously looks better than 2-1. But this is only half time. We're not getting carried away.
Go on, Rudy, give us your thoughts.
Is he doing a bridge, man, do you reckon?
He is, mate. You carry on,
I am. Sorry about that, Ox. I could listen to him all day. He's hit every nail right in the head again there for me. And he's right, they'll have to look at it for next week. They don't need, it's like I said, they don't need to go chasing the game. Just keep it nice and tight. The goal will come. If we play a bit of kind of football we played in the second half of the night, the goal will come. And I really do think he knows that as well, I think. Score the goal over there and the ties finish with, and Mr. Gerrard knows that.
Blue, and then Ulster.
I think, top notch again from the manager. Everything he's done, everything that he's got it 100% right tonight, and onwards and upwards. I think him and Mr. McAllister have got their finger on the pulse of exactly what needs doing.
Big man.
Yeah, I think the manager was correct, mate. From Alan right to Alfredo, the team was very, very, very good. But as he said himself, we can get carried away as support. That's fair enough. But he's making sure his team doesn't get carried away. It's still half time. There's still a job to be done, mate. But I'm confident that our team can go there and get the job done.
I think we're just trying to be very honest. The way we are when we're honest, when we're bad, we're trying to be honest when we're decent, mate.
Yeah, but we deserve to be happy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's been that long. It's been that long, mate, and there's been so many false dawns, but we're looking at steady progression. The team is getting better in front of our eyes, and we deserve to get carried away a wee bit and be happy. Of course we are.
I took your word. I took your advice, Rudy. I think instead of tapes, we'll call them tapas. Yeah?
that's all right with me.
So we don't get mixed up and call them something else. Tapes, in you come, mate.
Gerrard, he was absolutely right from Alan to Alfredo. What a performance! The thing is, what we've got is one of the biggest names in football, now managing one of the biggest clubs in football. I actually think that people they were paying attention once Gerrard went into management, especially at a massive team like Rangers. I think there's going to be a lot of people across Europe who are going to be paying a lot of attention to what's happening in Govan, because the start he's made is unimaginable when you consider where we were just 12 months ago. It's our second season playing European football again, and already he's taken scalps, impressive scalps, in his first managerial job. A massive name, a massive club. It's looking amazing.
Wheels.
Do you know, a lot of people said when he first took charge, he's a man with no experience, he's taken over such a big club. Bet those people are standing back and taking notice now, eh?
What was it Spears said? That he was bricking it, basically. He looked like he had the fear in his eyes.
He's the coolest man in the stadium, mate.
I know, he's a cretin, Spears. That's what he is, a cretin. I don't mind saying that on the show, because he is.
No, listen, can I thank everybody for taking the time to join us here at Rangers Radio? All the callers, too numerous to mention, to Tapes, Wheels, Blue Shadow, Rudy Bear, and Big Ulster for taking the time to join the panel, for All School Bull for putting the show together. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 11 talking about all things Glasgow Rangers. There might be a few tunes for the old school blue.
Hurrah, hurrah, we are the Billy Boys. Hurrah, hurrah, we make a lot of noise. We're up to here, we never fear, we all are Billy's sons. We are the Glasgow Billy Boys. We belong to Glasgow, we're orange and we're true. Scotland is our country, our colours white and blue. We're Protestants and proud of it, we're known from near and far. Glasgow Billy Boys they call us. Hurrah, hurrah, we are the Billy Boys. Hurrah, hurrah, we make a lot of noise. We're up to here, we never fear, we all are Billy's sons. We are the Glasgow Billy Boys. On the 12th day of July you'll find us in the walk with our brother orange men, there's Sandy, Bill and Jock. Willie is our hero, he beat them at the Boyne. Glasgow Billy Boys they call us. Hurrah, hurrah, we are the Billy Boys. Hurrah, hurrah, we make a lot of noise. We're up to here, we never fear, we all are Billy's sons. We are the Glasgow Billy Boys. We believe in freedom, we won our fight that day. At the Battle of the Boyne, we're very proud to say, James he was defeated, justice had been done. Raise now a glass to King William. Hurrah, hurrah, we are the Billy Boys. Hurrah, hurrah, we make a lot of noise. We're up to here, but we never fear, we all are Billy's sons. We are the Glasgow Billy Boys. Hurrah, hurrah, we are the Billy Boys. Hurrah, hurrah, we make a lot of noise. We're up to here, we never fear, we all are Billy's sons. We are the Glasgow Billy Boys.
And did you see the Rangers play? I hear they scored 3 goals today, but I'm not surprised by that great feat. For the Rangers always wear a treat. For the Rangers always wear a treat. The captain of the Rangers team was laying down some trick-play schemes. He made the way for our first goal, and of the lads he's in control, and of the lads he's in control. Oh, the Rangers team are our greatest pride. In all the world there's no greater sight. To see them win is my delight. The fighting Rangers, what a sight. The fighting Rangers, what a sight.
Now, Dunbar, McCready, forward to Michael John, to Dickey, back to Cunningham, and it's Morton over to Young, a neat pass to Brand. He hits it on, and yes, it's a goal! Listen to that Ibrox crowd roar as Rangers start the new year with a wonderful goal. And listen to Callum Kennedy as he sings with the crowd, the Rangers Chorus.
Have you seen the Glasgow Rangers? Have you seen the boys in blue? They're admired by all who know them. If you saw them, so would you. Loved by all, they are good sportsmen. For fair play, they top the poll. There's a roar that beats old Hampden when they score the winning goal. On the slopes of dear old Ibrox,
Well, they've given us.
USA, but the greatest game in history is the game on New Year's Day. It's the home of famous heroes, and their praises have been sung. Willie Waddle, Tory Gillick, Alan Morton and George Young. So when all my life has ended, and when death has made its mark, may they scatter all my ashes on the slopes of Ibrox Park. With the angels I'll be singing up in heaven in a glen. I'll be happy and contented when the boys have won again. On my harp I will be playing in the sky way up above. I'll be singing follow, follow for the Rangers that I love.
Now there's a pub in Green Street where all good proddies you will meet. So come down here and together we'll have a jar. A welcome there you will receive, so good that you won't want to leave. A fine wee pub is Saltcoats Mermaid Bar. You'll hear the sash, and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. We all support the Queen and Crown. The prices here are the best in town, and the bar staff, they are one terrific crew. Everyone laughing, full of cheer. It's one tremendous atmosphere, singing to support the red, white and blue. You'll hear the sash, and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. It's nice to come to the Mermaid Bar when Rangers are playing at Ibrox Park. You'll forget your worries and all your cares, singing songs against the Thames before you watch the Rangers win. For everyone here supports the Teddy Bears. You'll hear the sash, and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. If you are up from Belfast town, Tyrone, Fermanagh or County Down, Armagh, Antrim or London, Derry shores, the Mermaid is the place for you, so come and have a drink or two. Next time in Saltcoats you'll want to come back for more. You'll hear the sash, and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. You'll hear the sash, and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. A good time, and the mermaid is had by one and all.